everyone, my name is Raelene Bergen-Harder and I'm the founder of Tribe Leadership Consulting, and I help coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, business people from all over the world get out of their own way and design the life and business they really want. And today we're talking about 5 powerful steps to boost your confidence. Before we get into that, rate, review, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we put out new content. But what does it really take to boost your confidence, get out of your own way, design the life and business you really want? What does that even mean? Well, we kind of define ourselves, and everybody does this, by a long-standing narrative or a story that you've been telling yourself for a long time. So maybe as you were growing up, people would say you were shy, or you're an introvert, or you're too bold or too loud, and you kind of have this personality that has sort of been defined in many ways by other people and not even your own experiences. But we're sort of used to just replaying. It's like a long-standing habit of behaving in a certain way or being thought of in a certain way. And so when you start thinking about confidence, you might think, I have lots of confidence, but is it real confidence or is it false confidence? Or if you're an introvert or you're naturally kind of shy or you don't really like to stand out in a crowd, you might feel that you don't have confidence and you don't really know how to move to the next step or do what other people seem to be doing so easily. And I want to tell you that it's not something that you have to learn. It's just a different type of behavior. It's a different way of looking at it, and it's a different set of skills and habits that you can develop and you can learn. And so what are some of the ways that you can get out of that sort of narrative or that lane that you might have been stuck in for a long time? And we want to be in situations sometimes that are a little outside of our comfort zone. That's a really good way. And when we get into really thinking about what are these 5 steps, it's important to know that they can change depending on what your outcome is. What's the behaviors that you've had in your life? So step number 1 is understanding and sort of admitting that the story you might have been telling yourself all this time might not be the true story anymore. You might have been shy as a kid. You might have been a little too bold at certain points or certain times, and it might have served you really well for the time that you needed it. But ask yourself, does it really serve you now? And so step number 1 really is about telling yourself that it's okay to be exactly who you are, whatever that is. And if it's a new way of being, that's okay too, that who you're designed to be, who you actually are, is exactly who you need to be. And we need to create habits where we're reminding ourselves all the time that we're okay, right? That we don't have to be someone else in order to build our confidence. So be who you are. You are necessary. You are needed. What you bring to the world is what other people need. So start reminding yourself of that daily. That's step number 1. Step number 2, develop a habit of putting yourself first every day. And I mean sort of like physically, get dressed, do your workout if that's what you want to do. Sort of, what are those things that you do sort of in your morning routine that help you feel good about the day, that help you feel like, you know what, I made my bed, I had a shower, I ate some avocado toast or something that's really good for me, and I meditated, or whatever the steps are, the habits are, the behaviors are that really serve you and make you feel like you can move forward and be productive, because really how you start your day makes a big difference in how the rest of the day goes. And you probably don't even need me to tell you that, because you guys know how that feels when you get out of bed and you feel like you already started your day well. Show up for yourself every single day. Step 3, try something new, and it's sort of a new behavior or a new activity that would be outside of an old behavior, an old habit. So start to notice where you might be able to instill a new pattern or a new habit, a new behavior into an activity that you might have done differently in the past. Do things that might be a little scary. That's okay. That's how we learn and grow. Things that are outside of our comfort zone. Because ultimately, confidence comes when you have new experiences. Confidence comes when you start to change the behaviors that don't serve you anymore and create new behaviors that do serve you. Number 4, Role models. This is a big one. So who's out there behaving in a way that you really like? So whether it's through their career, whether you love their integrity or the way they show up, maybe you feel like you've been kind of shy or an introvert, but that person seems a little more outgoing. What are they doing? What are the behaviors and habits that they put out there that you really respect? And how can you adopt and adapt some of those into your own life? And the last one is repeat steps 1 through 4, because honestly, any new habit requires doing it over and over again. So repeat it. Like, get out there and map that out for yourself. What are the behaviors that you used to have? How do you want to change them into new behaviors that can serve you well? What do you need to tell yourself every day and sort of do in your morning routine to get you into the habit of recognizing good behaviors? And then who's out there doing what you love? Who's out there that you really respect? And then just repeat it. So tell me in the comments what really works for you. If you have a tip or trick that's really worked for you in the past, tell me. We'd love to hear it. We're all about learning and growing together. If you want to follow a community that's really doing a lot of these sort of leadership leveling up skills, check out in the description our Facebook group. And we also have a couple of really good resources in there that might serve you as you're growing your own leadership practice and you're learning to be a leader of yourself, your business, your organization, whatever. We are here to help you, and we're here to work on this together. Have a great day, you guys.